Off the compulsion. Is this the game with the DMCA music? Are you gonna get me in trouble? Oh, that's right. We saw a little bit of the gameplay of this at
Hi, and welcome
wasn't
to
Game Awards, was it?
Here in
May
Montreal,
have been.
Canada. At our studio, we care about
Yeah, South of Midnight looks pretty fun.
and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own.
You would think, yeah, but
From
no,
the back
Xbox
to
likes to
more
just
contrast
fuck our brains
to
up at the
alternate
beginning, I
history,
guess.
We happy few. We draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore
I'm intrigued by this one.
themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
Forgive some of the stuttering. I imagine that's from the live stream. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
It's really picking up out there. Did you pack everything?
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the...
Flashlights and batteries.
Oh, shit, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
Wouldn't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
Uh-oh.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old, but disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving. An ancient magical power that redefines.
Yeah, it
her
looks really interesting.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our worlds, connecting
It does,
people,
yeah.
nature, and echoes of the
It's a very
past.
unique style.
Those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
Oh, fun.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from the old folktales actually exist.
You up here, my salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers
Imagine you're able
are
to say
designed
no.
around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheel.
No, I don't think
The
so.
weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff.
Just walk past it.
Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on her journey.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Looking in the corner, looks like
Combat is
all the
about
abilities have like
understanding and
specific
adapting to
cooldowns
different enemy archetypes
instead of
known
like
as
costing
hates.
mana.
The manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These hates trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each Ain't has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities.
Ow.
Mastering your magical skills becomes the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then, press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing
I
multiple
worry
types of
with
opponents at the same time.
games
Once
like this
in
that
depth,
do
enemies can be
combat like
unraveled,
this,
breaking their
that
core
it
and
becomes
setting
a
them
bit
free
too
of their
samey.
clutch, which has the added benefit of providing L boosts and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks
Okay.
new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of effect attacks. Or refining
Yeah,
push and
I've
pull
been
skills to
disappointed
improve
by
precision
action
and make them
RPGs
feel
specifically
more
over the
targeted.
last like 5 years.
The combat system is fast and responsive.
Like Final Fantasy
Built around
16 is a
chaining
really good
attacks,
example of
blending
my
precise strikes
concern
and
point,
unraveling
right?
enemies.
Because Final Fantasy 16 looked flashy and fun in the trailers too, right?
You can see every place
And then they
on
didn't really
my
do anything for the
terrorized
basic
and
combos at
more,
all.
For the low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions.
But it looked
each
like
ruled by a
the
mythical
skill
creature
tree
with their
was
own
pretty
Southern Gothic history.
varied there, so it should be
You'll
okay.
gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy. Their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a
He lost his
weaver,
snoot.
Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander.
The echoes are going to make people very sad.
From the atmospheric environment to unique music
It
themes
does, yeah.
composed for
That was
each
what got me through 16.
While not all encounters lead to direct combat,
And this one looks interesting
Hazel
enough that
will
I don't
need
think it's going to be a
face
problem.
mythical
I'm just
creatures
mostly
in epic
commenting.
confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters engage
And again, the
sequences
skill tree looked
also
like it was
reflects the
varied enough to
uniqueness
keep things
of
fresh.
each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight. Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
Yeah, this looks cool, man.
We got a long journey ahead.
If
South of
anything, I'm
Midnight
super interested in the
unfolds as
plot.
The hero's journey, and as
Like, no matter
Hazel
what, I'm
will
very
travel
interested
through
in the
a
plot itself.
tapestry of southern
And the story they're
inspired
trying to tell.
landscapes. From abysmal swamps to flooded farmlands to the Appalachians.
Yeah, hopefully we get a release date for this too.
In our magical south, decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugal. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The way to the past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive.
Yeah, I really like how it looks.
As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character.
This must have
Because this folklore
taken
is open to visual
so much work.
interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
At Compulsion Games, we love to craft around central themes. We are lucky to have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into South of Midnight.
They
We're
did that
thrilled to
person
announce
dirty.
that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now available
April
on
8th, wow.
Xbox and
That's
Steam.
super soon. Sick.